right, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month, even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending, zero tears. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Hi, everybody. This is Dawn Mitchell, and welcome to Dawn of Sports. We have an awesome conversation coming to you today because it's that time of year. Minnesota Aurora is back and roaring. They kicked off their season already. We have their goalkeeper, Taylor Kane, coming up. We have an awesome conversation. Please stick around and listen.
Looking forward to this. Yes, she's Dawn Mitchell from Fox 9. Our guest is Taylor Kane. Been with the Aurora for a number of years now. It's going to be a great conversation with Taylor. I just want to let you know we're coming from the Aquarius Home Services Studios. We want to thank our sponsors, including Lexus of Wayzata and Maplewood, Natrium, and Minnesota Masonic Charities, as well as 10K Construction. Thanks to all of our sponsors who make this network possible. If you like the show, please subscribe to your favorite podcast app. It's free. It's the easiest way to listen, and do the same for all the other shows that you like at talknorth.com. Back to Dawn and Taylor.
All right. Well, on this podcast, we love to celebrate strong, talented women, and we have one today in Taylor Kane, goalkeeper for Minnesota Aurora. Taylor, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you doing? Thank you for having me.
It's so good to hear your voice again. I love having you on this program because I really say that you're kind of like a bundle of sunlight whenever I see you. You're always smiling. You're always in a good mood. Is Taylor Kane ever in a bad mood?
I can't really think of that many times. I mean, it's hard to be in a bad mood when you're living in Minnesota over the summer playing in front of 5,000 fans.
Oh, everyone loves to hear that. And speaking of that, you guys had an awesome home opener right there at TCO Stadium. FC 2-0. So kudos to you for being a badass, getting your first shutout in the home opener. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's great start to the season. We got to play 2 preseason exhibition matches this year, which was also really exciting. So it was technically kind of our 3rd game, but our first league real game. But it was a really great start to the season. I think our team has a lot more room to grow and work together this year to really achieve some amazing things. But it felt amazing to be out there under the lights with all of our fans back in such a special place.
I was really happy to see that you guys had 2 preseason games because sometimes it's just really hard, no matter how talented of a team you are, to just jump into that regular season mindset. Kind of, even if you played with players together, for everyone to get their rhythm together, how important were those 2 games for you, not only playing wise, but kind of as a team, like chemistry wise?
Yeah, I think those 2 games were really beneficial for us. We got the opportunity to play against 2 highly ranked opponents and kind of see what our team was going to look like. Normally in past seasons, we haven't really gotten to see a very, very high level until kind of playoffs. We have some good teams in our league, but really got to see what our team was going to be made of later in the season. So it was really exciting for us to get to go against some strong competition kind of right off the bat, kind of thrown into the deep end, especially with some of these new girls coming in and that being their kind of first few days at Aurora. But I think it was great for team chemistry. We got to learn each other's playing styles better. We got to give the newcomers an experience of what it was going to be like to play in front of a bigger crowd and in our stadium, which was something very special for them. And so, yeah, it was a really great opportunity just for us to kind of get the summer started and new coaching staff, even though Jen's has been on the staff before. So it was really helpful to just kind of get everyone integrated into what Aurora really is.
Yes, Jen Larrick is the new head coach of Minnesota Aurora, but she was assistant on the first 2 years, so on the ground floor. She said she was even in on the parking lot conversations about getting this team started. So very much one of the architects that helped build this team. And to have her back And Taylor, I sat down with Jen and I had this conversation and I asked her, is there more respect or a different level when you're a head coach, but you're still playing? Because she was already, when I talked to her a couple of weeks ago here on this podcast, she was still in Australia and she was still playing, So to have a coach that's in the thick of it, not like, oh, those were in the days gone by. I'm not saying that there's many coaches like that, but like when you had Nicole Lukic and now you have Jen, like people who have been in the game. How is that for you players to have someone like that now at the helm?
I think it's been super helpful. Jen has been able to really integrate like modern soccer coaching styles and kind of techniques of what the game is currently requiring of female athletes, and integrate that into Aurora, but into just our practices and our training sessions and into our games. So I think that's been kind of a cool angle she has been able to bring this year. Our goalkeeper coach Cody got to play professional, so that's another cool angle he's brought. And then Mel, one of our other assistant coaches, worked with Carolina Ascent, so she's kind of brought more of the professional women's side, where Cody's brought the professional men's side. And then Jen and our one of our assistant coaches this year is also Lydia Rupert, who was formerly on the team. So we've kind of have all levels of professional women's and men's side, and then player to coach, and then coach who has also been a player. So it's been a really great combination of them being able to bring in what they have experienced in the game to our playing style and to all of us on the team.
I'm sure some of the new women coming in look at you like to ask questions, because it's hard to come into a city that may not be their own, just for the summer, kind of uproot your life. I know soccer players are used to that when you go to college or whatnot, but what is the one piece of advice like you give the newcomers in terms of settling into the new life here in the summer and playing for Aurora?
That's definitely a good question. We have lots of out of towners. I think a great part about Minnesota Aurora is just the community we have around us, whether that be our fans or the greater women's sport culture within the Twin Cities. There's lots of opportunities to get involved in whatever you as a human are interested in doing, if that's volunteering with a certain nonprofit or going and exploring all of the lakes around the cities or finding the best coffee shop in town. There's a really great opportunity to do whatever you want in this city. And I think that's something that's been really cool of just having the returners kind of show the newbies around and taking them to our favorite ice cream spots and telling them the best places to go on a morning walk and things like that. And I know our fans and our community owners and everything also really get that opportunity to just like connect with us through Autograph Alley and get to know us as humans as well. Because being in Minnesota for the summer is a really special experience. That's why a lot of the returners keep coming back. We love being here. We love this community. We love these cities. And so I think it's something that the returners have really encouraged the newbies to enjoy and to latch on to.
I know when we had you on the program beforehand, your whole family kind of moves out here, rents a house, usually by the lake, so you guys can have like an enormous Minnesota summer. Is your family still doing that? I know as you get older and all that stuff, life can kind of throw curveballs.
Yeah, so last summer we actually ended up buying a place out here. So,
Stop!
we
Yay!
yeah, so we're permanently out here. My parents go back and forth between California and Minnesota, but pretty much April until September they're out here on the lake, which has been great. We've already had the whole team over to our place about twice, and I know we have a few more dates lined up to have everyone over, but it's been really special just to get to share this team with my family, and my family is just so just enamored with everything that Aurora is and what it stands for. And it's really special that these girls just get to have a little home away from home because I know it's hard to be in the dorm sometimes, but just coming over and having a home cooked meal is something that I'm happy my family can help provide to them.
You know what I love? I love that you just said that because I know everyone says Minnesota is the best place in the summertime, but for people out of town, I mean, California is not too shabby, So
For
for a
sure.
Californian to say Minnesota is awesome in the summer, that's pretty good. My nephew, who's 13, he's been coming to Minnesota for the summers for the past like 10 years. And he said to me, Auntie Dawn, I have to tell you, I mean, they live near the ocean, they were in Massachusetts. He said, I still think Minnesota's summers are the best. I mean, there's just something magical about them, isn't it?
There totally is. I mean, the people and the environment just really make the place, and this is definitely a very special place.
Well, I wanna congratulate you too, graduating. I mean, it's not like you've been, like, you know, relaxing or anything lately, graduating from Iowa,
Yes.
doing all the senior stuff. How has this been for you? Congrats.
Thank you, thank you. It's been a very exciting time. Definitely a little bit of change, but I do have a 5th year that I'll be able to take at Iowa, which is nice. So a lot of the
Oh,
senior
great.
ending activities, but also kind of a weird feeling because I know I'm going back there in the fall for soccer. And then I'll be like officially done in December, but definitely saying the goodbyes to the people who are leaving and all of that has definitely been hard. But I'm really looking forward to the fall, and one last Big Ten season is gonna be great.
So you got to walk though, and you got your diploma, right? That's how this is working, you're just coming back to play?
Correct, yes.
Oh, so that's kind of a nice relief, right? Like, you got your
For sure,
diploma in hand, you have your parche, and now you can just come back next season and just play your heart out, right?
for sure. I'm excited for the fall. It'll be great to just kinda keep playing and everything, and hopefully pro after that. We'll see kinda where I'm at in December, but just looking forward to the future. There's a lot in store.
Can I ask you, how do you think your past few years, just not college, because I know that changes all of us, right? We'll all have our how I became a different person in college. How do you think being a part of Aurora has changed you as not as a soccer player, but as a person already?
I would say that being part of Aurora has definitely changed me in a lot of ways. I came into this program when I was 19 and I'm
Mm.
21 right now. And so just kind of the past 4 seasons of growth has been a lot for me, but it's been great. Um, I think the last 2 years I've really like found my confidence and my voice outside of soccer. This is my 2nd year being a captain for Aurora, which is great to have that voice within soccer, but just being around so many fans and young girls who are so inspired by us and they're looking up to us as role models has been really special and definitely something that I have enjoyed being able to kind of be for the younger generation. Um, so being that role model has really helped me grow just as like a human and looking kind of back into when I was a kid and thinking about the role models I had and everything. It's been really special just to be able to develop as a human and show young girls in sports kind of what they can achieve in their sport, but just also as being powerful, strong, confident young women.
Do you have to pinch yourself that you're 21 years old and you're already talking about inspiring a younger generation? Is that kind of strange for you in a way?
It's so crazy to me. I mean, yesterday or on Thursday at our game, just walking around seeing little kids in a Kane jersey with number 1 on their back, like, it's totally surreal. But it's just such a special experience, and I make a point of it in every single home game, especially to just take a second and look around and be thankful for the fans and the community we have, because this is truly something very special that very few people will get to experience in their lifetime.
Great to have Taylor on the show. Thanks to Don for setting all this up. We do want to reward the people who make this program and this network possible. That's our sponsors. I'm going to start off with Natreum, Natreum. Go to the store in St. Louis Park. You will find things that are good for your health, for your gut, for body aches, for arthritis, for joint pain. You'll find things that help you de-stress, help you relax, help you sleep, and help you have fun. That's part of it too. They have oil for happy guts. I'm using the bombs right now because I'm old and I'm working out and I'm sore all the
Yeah.
time. So I'm using that stuff. The great thing is it goes on. It doesn't smell like the old Ben Gay stuff. It just smells good. You don't even really notice it, and it helps within 15 minutes. It's great stuff. You might just want to go there because you want to have a relaxing Tuesday night, whatever it is. Go to Natrium in St. Louis Park. Once you know what you like, go to daydream.com and order from there. Very simple, and your life will improve. Also want to thank one of our newer sponsors across the Talk North platform. That's Lexus of Wayzata and Maplewood.
Hey, Rosie here for Lexus of Wayzata and Lexus of Maplewood. If you're in the market for a new luxury vehicle, look no further than my good friend Charlie Swanson at Lexus. Whether you're on the west or the east side of the Twin Cities, they have got you covered with 2 great locations Lexus of Wayzata, and Lexus of Maplewood. Check out the all-new Lexus TX, a spacious SUV with 3 rows of seating and plenty of room for all your gear. Head over to lexusofwayzata.com or lexusofmaplewood.com for details and to find your next ride today.
Reminder, we're coming to you from the Aquarius Home Services Studios, and we're very proud to be working with Minnesota Masonic Charities.
When people think of the Freemasons, they often think of secret handshakes and unusual hats, and of course, the pancake breakfast. Minnesota Masonic Charities would prefer that you think about the work that they do right here in our community. Places like the Masonic Cancer Center at the University of Minnesota or the Masonic Children's Hospital and the Masonic Home in Bloomington. They are just a few examples of the important work that the Freemasons support here in Minnesota. As part of the largest fraternal organization in the world, Masons have consistently answered the call when it comes to charitable needs. I am happy that Minnesota Masonic Charities has chosen Minnesota Bound and this podcast as a place to help spread the word. We look forward to learning so much more about their many programs here in the weeks to come.
Last but not least, we want to welcome to Talk North 10K Construction.
Randy Shaver here. I'm bringing back Shaver's Prep Football Podcast beginning the end of July. Every week, we'll dive into the best of Minnesota high school football, and I'm proud to say we're now powered by 10K Construction, Minnesota's go-to guys for roofing, siding, decks, windows, and everything in between. After severe weather hits, they'll even come out and give you a free, honest inspection to make sure your home is in good shape. Schedule your free honest inspection today at 10kconstruction.com or call 763-200-6064 for more information. That's 763-200-6064. The land of 10K Construction.
And now back to Dawn and Taylor.
Jim, first I have to say I'm very grateful you don't smell like old Ben Gay anymore. I just want to say that.
Yeah, when I was younger and you had a sore muscle, I was in the Ben Gay generation. You rub that on and everybody knew you had a sore muscle within like 2 miles. So yeah, better to have this stuff.
Taylor, that leads in perfectly to I want to ask you, like, how have you learned over the past couple of years through college and playing at Aurora how to keep your body kind of in tune? Because you're playing year-round now, it seems.
For sure. Recovery is very important, especially with the amount of soccer and lift and fitness that we're all doing right now. I think the big thing is just finding what works for you. For some people, that's ice baths and cryotherapy. For others, it's Normatex and foam rolling. And for me, it's kind of a combination of it all. I think I try and take like 15 minutes each day just to work on recovery outside of soccer time. So whether that be before I go to bed or when I get home from practice, an extra 15 minutes of foam rolling and stretching or using compression boots can be very helpful. We have great athletic training staff with TCO and Training House this year. So they've been awesome partners of Aurora, just really helping us with other recovery or cupping or needling or kind of whatever other modifications and remedies we could all use.
Well, I know Natrum helps Jim out, but if you had to pick number one, like a one thing that you've been doing that really works for you in terms of, whether it is needling or cupping or something that as a kid, you never thought, wow, this is what I'm addicted to doing to try to get myself ready as an athlete, what would it be?
I would say dry needling. I've definitely started using that more in the past year. And it's been very helpful. I think it's been really beneficial in like targeting certain muscles that are sore, or just releasing tension in certain parts of your body going into big games. It's been very helpful for me, especially just with the loads that we are currently playing in.
Is that like acupuncture? Can you explain that? Like, what's the process like?
Yeah, so our athletic trainer is certified to do it. You have to get like a certification in order to do it. So it's kind of similar to acupuncture. The needles can range in length, probably like 2 inches to like 4 inches long, depending on like where you're using the needles on your body. But normally there's like between 4 and 10 needles in like, if it's like your quad, they'll be in all over your leg. And we'll hook up little stim units to a few of the needles, and they send like little pulses through, if it's on your quad, through your quad, activating the muscles and just increasing the blood flow to there, to increase recovery. And then the actual needles can go in the kind of more stiff or sore parts. So if you have a big knot, we'll put one right in there. And then the ones with the stim are kind of along the outside, so creating that blood flow circulation.
It's so crazy how, just specific you can get in terms of that kind of help. I remember years ago, I had this yoga instructor who's also a certified in acupuncture and was a medical professional. So after class, she said, "Hey, let's book you an appointment and give you some acupuncture." So they did this test, Taylor. It was crazy, saying your body will tell you how many needles that you need, your initial. Like usually for acupuncture, I'm trying to remember the exact amount, but usually for your first time, they give you like 10 to 12 needles, I guess. Usually 10 is on the high side for someone who's never had it before. And so that's what she gave me. And ironically, I was having a yoga class with her probably about an hour later. So I had the acupuncture and like I just really didn't feel any different. In the middle of my yoga class, I got the most severe migraine. And so she came over and did pressure points on the back of my head and my neck. And she said, "Your body told me to give you 14 and I didn't listen because you'd never read acupuncture before. So I gave you 10. I should have listened to your body." And I'm like,
Oh,
"What?"
wow.
It's amazing what they know, So she hit those
That's
pressure points where
crazy.
those other needles should have been, and it went immediately away. I'm like, "That is craziness." So the fact that you can get that in your leg or your thigh or wherever you need, I know dry needling is a little different, but that's kind of been an awesome game changer for you. And you feel the difference immediately, or how long does it take?
Yeah, I normally feel it immediately. I think sometimes, like, some players get a little sore after it, so that's why other players might not prefer that kind of recovery method. It works well for my body. But yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. How is it when you see kids in the stands with your Cane jersey on? Like walking around with your number on and your jersey and kind of representing you and idolizing you. How does that feel?
It's a very surreal moment. I'm so thankful for it and just so honored that they chose me to put on the back of their jersey. We have 24, 25 amazing, amazing young women who would be absolutely honored to have their name on the back of a kid's jersey. And so I feel very special and very thankful to have those fans looking up to me as a role model and supporting me in my career and my journey. It's really special.
Who did you look up to?
That's a good question. I think on the kind of more personal side, my dad was a college goalkeeper, and so that's something very special I get to share with him. So he was kind of a big like leader and role model for me when I was just growing up. I would always ask him my soccer questions, and he'd always give me feedback after games and everything. But I think as like female athletes, the women's national team, especially like the OG group has been
Mhm.
they've just accomplished so much and done so many amazing things for women's sports. So that kind of group as a whole was just a really special, talented team to be able to grow up watching.
Just watching you in this game, right here at TCO Stadium this year, and you're the same Taylor. I'm not saying you've changed, but you have this aura of confidence, even more so, and smiling, like, in the middle of making plays and cutting down angles, like, just so expertly. In my mind, I'm like, "Wow, look at that, she's just so sharp." You were always sharp before, but I just think the angle where you stop the ball is, like, even crisper than before. What's your own self-analysis of what you've improved your game on the most?
That's a really good question. I think I've grown a lot in my 4 years here. I've definitely grown into the kind of emotional, mental side of the game a lot. Just going through college and being in this environment for so long has definitely helped that side of it. I think soccer wise, I've improved a lot on my distribution with my feet. I think that's a big thing that I've been working on. And I know the modern soccer game, kind of back to our conversation about Jen and implementing more modern tactics, being able to build out of the back is something important. And working on just including the goalkeepers in the build has been something I've really enjoyed doing. So definitely working with my feet is something I've grown in. And then goalkeeping is all about just seeing different scenarios and reading how you would play them. And I think that just comes with experience and with seeing more scenarios. And so I definitely feel like just being able to be in this environment and play in so many games has helped my growth a lot with the actual shot stopping and goalkeeping side of the game.
Yeah, and you're having fun. Like, you're smiling in the middle of making
Totally.
saves, right?
Yes.
That could be
Yes, for sure.
disconcerting for the girls on the other side, I'm just telling you. When a
For
goaltender's
sure.
smiling at you as you're shooting at her.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Taylor, thank you so much for joining us today. I am so looking forward to this entire season. I'm already loving your new coach, Jen Larrick. She was a joy to talk to. I know that she's a former Gopher. You have some returners. I know Kat Rapp. You have Mariah Wynn. Both of them getting goals in your home opener. And there's so many other. You said Lydia Rupert now with the team. I'm so excited to see some familiar old faces and get to know many of the new ones. I'm just really excited for this year, as you must be.
For sure. I'm very excited for this summer. We have such a special group of young women and coaches already. And I'm just very excited to see that all we can accomplish this summer. It's going to be great.
It sure is. Taylor Kane, Minnesota Aurora goalkeeper, always smiling as she's shutting down the opponents. Thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you at one of the games.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat, emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month, even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending, zero tears. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.